Guys, you are now watching a clip from the Fellas podcast. You can listen to the full podcast exclusively on Spotify for free. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed, and follow the podcast.
And I'm gonna do it, I think.
Yeah.
It's do Everest. I want to summit Everest.
Fucking hell,
My cameraman went to like base camp there, and he said that was crazy.
Yeah, I've been reading up about it. Obviously, it's a lot of money to do it. Like, it's
how much is it?
Have a guess how much it is. Like, cheap. If you want it, you know, like
I from what I've heard, is it not like 80 grand or something?
100 grand.
Yeah.
Like, cheap.
That's a cheap one.
That's a cheap one.
But surely with this, like, where genuinely people die all the time, you don't want to go cheap on this.
Well, I've been reading about it.
Yeah.
And obviously, everything above 8,000 meters or something. Like, again, don't quote me on this. I'm no expert, but it was saying, like, obviously all these peaks that are above 8,000 meters or whatever have got like a death zone.
Yeah.
And like, obviously,
I've watched
and it's because
about this.
yeah.
Have you seen that? Sorry,
14 peaks.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
That's
No,
how I
I've
know about
not.
this.
People say
It's
it.
amazing.
Mate,
It's
watch
amazing.
that.
Really?
Mate,
I need to watch
it's
that.
right up your street, especially if you're considering doing Everest. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to do it.
Yeah.
And just like, I just think, do you know what? Like, I've heard a lot of, like, Ben Fogle did it. There's
Spencer Matthews, is that his name? Spencer Matthews. So his brother,
Made in Chelsea.
Yeah, from Made in Chelsea. His brother died on Everest, and he, I don't know if he has or is about to go and summit Everest to find his brother's body on Everest. Now, this happened a lot of years ago, so. Excuse me if I get this wrong, but I would imagine it's quite like, so it's a known thing that when you climb Everest, like, you see dead bodies like left and right. Like, as you climb it, there's just dead bodies.
And they use
is that in the documentary? Is it?
In the 14 peaks, yeah, they explain it, and there's some crazy photos from it. Like, it's nuts. But this is Spencer. He lost his brother on it, and he wants to go and like find his brother. Now, I'm not too sure if he'll actually find his brother, but he could summit it. But from what I've heard, again, don't quote me on this stuff, but this is just what I've been told, is his brother actually died on the way down.
Oh my God.
Which is almost worse.
Yes.
Because like you summited it. I mean, maybe
the youngest person to hit the peak.
He was lost in heavy
That's why it said
snow.
at the beginning, at the top there, the youngest person.
8,000 meters high.
Wow.
Yeah, he was lost in snow.
There's mad queues up there as well, right?
in the death zone that you were just talking about there.
And the queues, like, there's insane queues, like, to get up Everest, like,
but that, like, and obviously, like, me talking about it shows, like, how little I actually know about it. And again, it's finding that balance between challenging yourself and not actually pushing it too far. Do you know what I mean? But equally, I just think, because one thing I want to do this year that I've never really done is like focus on my health. Like, I've lost 2 stone since May. To be fair, I've not tried that hard. I could have lost more of everything, but like, I want to do more stuff. Like, I want to do a marathon. I want to like do a peak of a mountain. Do I love climbing a mountain? Not really, but I'd rather play FIFA. But there we go. But then, like, I want to challenge myself physically now. So I don't know.
I think also those type of videos as well are really entertaining to watch as well. Like, when people are actually putting themselves through like a particular challenge. So watching that physical stuff. I do think Everest is a different beast, but absolutely possible. Like, it's one of those, like, oh man, like, I'd love to climb Everest at some point in the same, but I'd also like to go to North Korea at some point too.
Yeah.
So those are two things that I'd like to do, but I don't know. There's something about Everest that I just think is that when you watch this 14 peaks thing,
I'm definitely going to put
this guy's so fucking crazy, right? So you have the bit where it goes up. He's like.
So does it actually show footage from him climbing up?
Yeah, he vlogs it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Is
he
this
literally
like
vlogs it. It's honestly one of the best documentaries I've watched in a very long time.
Yeah.
Netflix
I
number
believe
or
it's on
it's
Netflix.
Netflix.
No, it's
Wow.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it's Netflix. Yeah.
Give it a watch.
Yeah,
But this guy, so he's so good. Like, they actually like studied his body before he did it, and he's a bit of like a phenomenon in the sense that his oxygen that he can like keep in his body is so much higher than the average person, like more than what anybody has ever seen before. And it's because he's from, or well, they tie it to his genetics. He's from like a certain area in Nepal or something.
Yeah, he's
like
Nepalese.
that. Nepalese, and they're just naturally acclimatized to that sort of stuff. And he goes up this, but it's so nuts how incredible this man is, because you've got this massive line of people waiting to summit Everest. just goes straight past everyone, walks up.
Yeah.
He makes his own route.
Here's the
Everest.
lines.
What? And this is
Fucked.
in the documentary.
Bro, not only this, he does it 14 times. And he does it on things that just like nobody would ever even, that are far more dangerous than Everest. Everest isn't the most dangerous. I'm pretty sure K2 is more dangerous. There's a few in there, but this guy just does it. He just knocks him out like that. It's mind-boggling. So you see this, yeah? The bro just said, "Fuck the queue, man."
I'm actually excited to watch this now, you know.
Fast
track.
Bro said,
Fuck the queue. No, watch it. And it's crazy. Like him and his squad are just built different. Like you know when you look at someone and I'm just there, like you are actually just different.
Like in the same way that you look at him, you're looking at me going, "You're dead, mate."
Yeah. Well, man, what I do. Look, I would love to see you attempt this, but I just. It's actually so much more dangerous. In my head, right, before I watched this documentary, I was very much under the sense it was almost like a touristy type thing in the sense that you pay your 100 grand, 150 grand. They all
So
carry
you've
your
looked
shit
into
up.
it deep
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, so they carry all your
the
shit up.
Sherpas.
And I'm thinking, all right, well, I mean, I'm not even carrying my stuff up.
Yeah.
All I have to do is walk up the path that thousands of other people have walked up. And then I looked into it and I was like, fuck, man. If someone like me, if someone said to me right now, "Oh, go and climb Everest tomorrow," I'm pretty much dead. Like in the current state that I'm in, I have to be. Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is
slightly
terrifying.
frowned upon.
So
isn't it, to do
I've
that?
not looked
Yeah, it's
into
a
it.
madness. But what 100% what I would do, well, first of all, it's absolutely possible. Like, don't let me like what I'm saying. I'm sure it wouldn't.
Yeah.
But,
When are we
watch
doing it,
that
mate?
vid-
When are we doing it?
I know. No, see, like trust me, this is something, and I think it's also one of those. Do you have kids?
No.
No, and I feel like it's one of those that if you are to do something like this, it would probably be before I have kids.
Yeah.
I just feel like my mind would just be.
How
a little
old are
bit
you now, if you
different.
don't mind me
I'm
asking?
20. I just turned 28.
28.
28. What about you?
How old do you think?
I think
to
it's
us.
31.
Yeah, 31.
Yeah, there you go. We're all pretty much the same age,
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
He's 32.
Getting older now in the
28.
30s.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. I think stuff like
Yeah.
this, you have to, because I actually think whether you like it or not, subconsciously your mind changes when you have a kid, and you're a lot more like the risk is just so much higher.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you
Worth
can't, you can't die up on this, man.
No, 100%.
In the documentary, doesn't someone go missing?
Bloody
In
hell.
that
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah. So he comes down.
So is it like, so you've obviously looked into it then.
Yeah.
The ones that are like 300k and $500,000 and stuff like that, are they like, is there more of a guarantee that you're all right? Like, do people have to be in serious shape to do it? Or can like your average walker do it? Because
No.
really?
You've got to be in shape, man. Like they can do it. So
to what point
happened?
though? Like what would, like, have you seen any like pre-workout for however long?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff, and look, people can do it, and they probably have done it. Like, Walker probably has done it.
Yeah.
But I just think, like, in order for me to go up there and actually feel like I have a good chance of making it back, is I would have to, a marathon should be light work.
Really?
Like it should be. I should be comfortable. You should be able to go to me like, Cal, go run a marathon today, and I should be able to go and do that.
Really?
Yeah. And I
Interesting.
think that's the level of fitness that I would like to be at before I did something like this.
Yeah.
But you, like I said, you probably could do it on a lot less, or maybe not a lot less, but less training. But it just for every bit of less training you have, I imagine that risk gets exponentially higher.
I can't even run to a short bus. It's not
Yeah.
looking good.
But and you're right. Maybe with the more money you pay, but you're people that are just stuck in these queues. And a lot of what happens to a lot of people I read as well is that they'll make it up to like a certain camp level, and they just have to turn around. But the problem is that's fighting. One, people have spent a lot of money to get to that level, so it's like you're turning around. You might only be one trip away from the summit, but you're told you shouldn't summit this because of the weather. The weather, or it might be your body giving in as well, but it's a combination of like it's going to be a tough trek up there with this weather. Combine that with the fact that you're not.
So
doing
it's
too
hard
well.
then. We're not talking. It's not like a walk then. We're talking like.
Yeah.
Are we climbing though? Do you know what I mean? Or are we like?
I don't think it's like that.
Yeah.
And how long's the journey though?
Apparently, it's a long time.
Long
And
time,
apparently,
isn't
like
it?
when you get
Yeah.
to these camps, apparently you can spend like, up to 10 days there.
Yeah.
And there's like 4
Waiting.
different camps. Yeah, so it could be
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah. I've heard that as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
here we go.
maybe
Check it
I'm
now.
making it sound dramatic, but I feel like I've read quite a lot, and
Average of
I
40
wouldn't
days.
feel- There you go.
Wow.
40 days, over a month. That's the average to do it up there. And I mean, that's but that just puts
like,
the guy's achievement into even more. The guy does it in like 3 fucking, or I can't remember. But
Very quickly, though.
Type in NIMS. How long did it take NIMS
Sounds like an Xbox
to
thing.
summit Everest? Or
Completion time. Yeah, that'll do. Here we go. He did it in 26 hours.
in 8 days.
8 days, 23
And now
hours.
keep in mind, the most people take 40.
Without oxygen.
Yeah, he didn't do it with oxygen. I don't think.
Guys just built different.
Type in NIMS Everest photo, and this is the thing that I want.
And this is the guy on the documentary.
Yeah, so this is the guy. I don't want to spoil too much because it honestly is a fascinating.
Which picture? No.
It's the one of like it's like a really zoomed out photo. Click that one there that you're on. I don't think it. Nah, it's not these photos, man. On the far right. I don't. It's not these photos. It's a famous photo, so I'm surprised it's not actually popping up. Yeah, you'll have to
go on
scroll.
his Instagram.
You have to scroll ages though to get.
It might be
Oh
pinned.
wow, he's got 2 million on Insta. He's
Yeah, it's
obviously
because
quite
this
renowned.
documentary. He went on
Can't
Joe
do that.
Rogan afterwards.
Oh, of course.
And it was.
yeah.
I love listening to it as
Bet
well.
he's got amazing stories.
Yeah, he
Fair
does.
play, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, 14 peaks, man. It's really good. But I think it. Oh look, he's got an MBE now.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy. He served in the. What is it called? Every year, the British Army.
Yeah, the Gurkha.
The Gurkhas.
Well, he's part of the Gurkhas.
Yeah.
Part of the
So
Gurkhas.
every year, the British Army select people from Nepal to come over and serve in the British Army. It's a deal that they made with Nepal a long time ago. And he was one. And it's a rigorous selection thing. Like these are the elite people in our army. Yeah, like if you want to send some fuckers on a mission, like these are the guys you want.
Get me out there.
Yeah. So, yeah, this guy's just built very different. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. It's just interesting you said that. Like, I would love to achieve like some sort of physical thing in my time. I just feel like the window in time that I have to do something like this is
closing.
It is closing because I just don't think I would do it after I had a kid.
Do you know what though? Like the type of person I am,
Yeah.
like genuinely having this conversation makes me just want to go and do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just like, let's
That's
just go and
sick
do it.
though.
And,
I
and
love
like,
that.
And like, but then like, because like fitness wise, I'm not actually too bad.
Yeah.
I could run, but like obviously you don't with that you don't know what you don't know. So you're like, is it 10 times? Are you gonna get there and go, wait a minute? I've massively fucked up here.
Yeah.
I really can't
But
do
it's
it.
too late.
Gotta do
Oh,
research, don't you?
because that's the thing. A lot of the travel stuff that I do, like you say, people go, "Oh, Syria," but you get there, you're like, "What the hell? It's fine." Do you know what I mean?
Maybe that
So-
would be it.
Well, exactly.
Maybe that
Is
would be
gonna-
it. And if
I
it
feel
is,
like-
please let me know because I'll just go and do it.
Well,
then.
I'm gonna have some conversations this week because
Please do.
this conversation is genuinely because I've been thinking about it a while, but exactly what we're talking about makes me think. Am I pushing it too far? You know, and that's the same thing with countries. I always think like, do I want to go there? You know, and law of averages, right? I'm a big thing of that. It's like law of averages. You can like people go, oh, have you ever really been in any mad situation? Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've been in a few difficult situations, but I've never had a gun to my head or been at knife point or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But equally, you know, it's all like. It's always just that one time you might turn down the wrong road or something like that. And
Yeah.
even with this, I think, is this just like one step too far?
Yeah,